Good morning, SMF MMTs. It's 5:57 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. A lot of things going on this morning. Today's date, 12/14/2010. Got a FOMC meeting today, riddled with a lot of economic data. It's already come out. Best Buy is going to weigh on the retail sector today. Stocks like Amazon gapping down and whatnot in pre-market futures, and the Apple was up there around 322.75 and on the opening pre-market trade within the first minutes. You could have shorted that one. Google, on the other hand, is bucking the trend. Google's got a $1.93 ratio gap. Amgen's got news on its thing with a drug that helps people with their bone problems related to prostate cancer. So they're making some gains there, which is good. This is the gap up list. Now Google can outperform, and you got price line on here, and shorting that bull is the right thing to be doing. So we have some people that want to get some shares short, so let's try to get those. And what we're going to do is try to get the TQQQ. You hear me? And we're going to try to get the SQQQ so that when they get inflated intraday, a trade can be made. So let's do this. TQQ, NFL, what is it, Netflix? NFLX, and what else? SQQQQs. Locate. Okay, we have that done. So basically, we have slid the bid 6 days in a row. Yesterday in pre-market, for the last 6 pre-market sessions, 6 in a row, that's 6 trading days in a row, is as we've gone up there, all right, and we make that high, and they slide that bid. So your gap list right here, there's some news on this GXDX. I think there's rumors out around some of these ones that are creating these gaps. Nonetheless, we're going to be all over the name. That Amgen trades in a very good price range for people, and you can actually get good entries for your using your SMF market maker platform. You'll be able to get wholesale. It's priced right for some of the action. Okay. So I would take a look at trading this one on the lows, which I'm going to be doing. We're going to be focusing on Google as well. We're going to be focusing on the SMF market maker platform, once again, guiding us with either, once we make that price action breakout, is that those pullbacks have to be diminished. That means, you know, narrower back and then breaking higher and consolidating the higher end of the price action ranges. And when they go to slide that bid, the SMF market maker platform clearly tells you to sell short and take your SMF MMT positive debit. When it makes a bottom, then you're to go long. 369. If the fear indicator, which we overlooked yesterday, the VXN and the VIX, those are the VIX is the fear indicator for the S&P 500, and the VXN, once again, is the fear indicator for the Nasdaq 100 and the Nasdaq Comp. We're at very complacent low levels. That's another reason why the indexes keep making higher highs. No one's complaining about that. So let's keep that straight. But from a floor trader's perspective, it's the way that those lower wholesale prices and getting that spread, if the VXN is breaking higher and you do get a bottom play in, say you get it at 115 and a quarter, you'd be selling at 115.75 by 85 because you're not going to go any higher. So it's very important that you look at those fear indicators, both on the VIX and the VXN, on an intraday level now. And because I can tell you, as you understand clearly MMTs, the SMF market maker platform will establish the criteria for you in advance. And so far, this is day 7. We're going into the 7th actual trading day. And that means we have to really understand, once again, are they going to slide that bid into these highs? So, as the indexes have made higher highs and equities have had good breakouts, Google had a really good breakout yesterday and then faded back late day in the market and then sat up and is trying to outbuck the trend. So this is the Nasdaq story. This one here can still perform. And it's all about its earnings, but Best Buy is going to weigh on the market. We have the PPI. We're going to talk about that at a later date. We're going to be talking about lots of different things, and we're going to watch the psychology between the buyer and the seller, how they interact off of the headline news that they have received, and what is their emotional reaction as the SMF MMT market maker platform is going to show us a clear guide, a clear GPS system between that buyer and that seller. And hey, if the seller is going to get control at half of that, breaking that pro action bar at price, and the ratio is descending in value, then MMTs sell short, and as long as it doesn't close above the previous high price action bar, you're fine. And it can hit resistance. What you would want is a weak IR and a descending bid and ask ratio in the SMF market maker platform. I will conclude the gap open here. The gap open down is that we have a diminishing gap open down on these stocks right here. So there's nothing there. We're just going to focus on the gap ratios. Dollar gap ratio denominator in the SMF market maker platform tells us to trade against the public because the majority of the crowd is always wrong. And what I mean by that is that the price action is where once they're up at the top there, okay, once they've made their move and you've had all your expansion to resistance, then what happens is price collapse below half of the previous bar and you take it down. What you'll be looking for is a diminishing 369 to support, and buy action bar would come in right away. That's what you're looking for. If that does not happen, but rather you go up a 3, a 6 bar, and the bid and ask is weak and the IR is weak, you're going to slide the bid and it's going to roll over. So today is day 7. For 6 days, once equities put their high in, everyone was a short MMT. And that's the Nasdaq pre-market trade management for 12/14/2010. The time is 6:06 a.m. And have a good day, everyone. And let us not forget Big Ben Bernanke is going to be out on the airways today at 2:15 Eastern Time. So you're going to have a good way, a very fine way of measuring that buyer and that seller. And if the buyer loses control, then it's all about slide the bid and get paid.